it's not actually my IM page. Just a little bit, some pictures. I'm 14 years old. I'm a freshman here. I love to dance. I'm not really sure exactly what I want to do when I get out of school. I mean, I'm kind of indecisive on that, but I do know that I would really like to do something with the arts. So, I mean, that's just my passion. That's my preference. These are a few pictures of me. The first one is me and my little brother, and the second one is me and my sister. Then those two cats that you see, one is my Russian blue named Winter, and the other one is my Black Persian named Princess. And then my best friend is Marissa Sloan, and most of you know her dad. And then my brother is on the very far right over there, and then just some other random pictures there, and then my house is on the very bottom. All right, and my IM page. Alright, so funny thing that happened to me. I am sure that there have been lots of funny things that have happened to me, but I could not remember a single one when I was trying to come up and think of one. So I just kind of thought really hard, and then finally I remembered that there's this work site. They were building a new road by our house, and there's a lot of dirt around it because they don't clean up very well. So it rained the night before, and me and my little brother had nothing else to do. So we went over there, and there was mud everywhere. And so we saw this giant mud puddle, and we thought that it'd be kind of fun to run and jump in that. But what we didn't gauge was the depth of which the mud was, so we kind of ran and jumped, and the mud actually went all the way up to here on me. It was like quicksand, and it took us at least 10 minutes to get out, and we were in normal clothing, and we had to go spray ourselves off with the pressure washer, which wasn't fun at all. And okay, so some of my favorites, I do cross country here at Heritage, and I'm going to do track too. And cross country, I run the 5K, which is a lot, but it really is helping to make me a stronger person. As for recreational activity, I do dance 10 hours a week. I do ballet, jazz, modern, just a bunch of different kind of stuff, and I love it. It's great, but it does take up a lot of my time. And I also like to sing too, so I do that often. And my leisure hobby, I love to read. Right now I'm working on the Count of Monte Cristo, which is 1,243 pages, but it's definitely a good book, I think, in my opinion. But maybe that's not the same for all of you guys, I don't know. So for post-high school plans, I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I would like to do something with the arts. And I have no idea where I want to go to college, but I do want to go to college. And as a professional career, I think being an author would be great. A singer would be great. Anything that I could get my hands on that's in that general category. And I already showed you some pictures. Some strengths. I can be independent, but I'm also a good leader when I'm put into a group. I definitely do like to lead. And I can work very hard if something needs to be done. I am a huge procrastinator, but I will always get it done if it needs to be done. And some of my weaknesses are I'm very afraid of failure, so sometimes that means I won't try as hard as I could just because I'm afraid that I'm going to fail at something. And then my other thing is my body is physically capable of pushing itself very hard, but sometimes I don't want to go all the way because it is very uncomfortable, and so sometimes I just kind of pop out. And then for some of my fitness aspects, I mean, I won't read them all to you because I think you guys know, but there are some videos on here that I think are pretty cool, like for the flexibility, the Olympics, the rhythmic gymnastics. I put a clip of that on there because if you're going to be flexible, that's a sport that you should definitely look into. And for my fitness testing, for Pacer, I ran an 8, which is above average. And again, I'm not really sure if I got the right averages for this because I couldn't get on Blackboard. So I'm kind of hoping I'm just kind of reading off of what I got. And for my BMI, I had a BMI of 18.6, which is just in the normal weight range, which is 18.5 to 24.9. For vertical jump, I scored a 16 inches on my vertical jump, and that puts me above average, which I think is good. Sit-ups and push-ups, I did 35 push-ups, which puts me at excellent, and 36 sit-ups, which puts me at above average, which is always nice to be. And sit and reach, I got 49 centimeters. Because I dance all the time, I'm pretty flexible, which is definitely a good thing. And for my FIT principles, for cardiorespiratory endurance, because I do run cross country, so I have a lot of experience with with that. As far as frequency goes, you definitely need to keep up a constant training cycle, because as soon as you stop, it's gonna decrease rapidly. So for what I do, I jog all the time, and you should jog at least 3 times a week, if not more. And you should jog for, some days you should jog for a longer time, like a 5K, which is 3.1 or 3.2 miles. So you should jog that, or you can jog faster just for a shorter distance, which is also good too. And for your intensity, you should, to build strength, you should definitely, like base your workouts. Like, you shouldn't do the same thing all the time. Like, I shouldn't just go out there and run a 5K every single day of the week, because if I do that, then my body is getting used to that, and it's not really helping. And for time, you should jog about 30 to 45 minutes every day. That'll really help, because jogging for like 15 minutes is really not helping you at all, because you have to push yourself. And for the type, this is an aerobic exercise, because it uses lots of air and builds muscle and endurance over a long period of time. And my fitness goal is to run a 5K under 20 minutes, because right now my current time is about 23, but I definitely want to get under 20 minutes for my meets and whatnot. And some of the tools I'll use is a stopwatch and a measured course, because you can't just, you have to actually measure accurately, and some good running shoes and lots of water, which sometimes I forget, and that's not a good thing. And I will continuously time my 5Ks and try to get better at them as much as I can, try to go faster sometimes, pace myself. And then some roadblocks are that 5K courses are hard to measure accurately, and they're not always the same, because it's not like running on a track. It's hills and all that, so sometimes some are harder than others. And I need to find time to run, because as I told you, I have cross country every day after school. I have dance 10 hours a week. I really do have little to no free time. So I would have to find time to run that 5K in all entirety. And I think that's about it for